Assalamualaikum. This is the video of IGCSE topic kinematics. So today we will discuss this topic in detail. So let's start. So its question comes of 4 to 6 marks, and this can come in P2 or P4. So first of all, we have to remember convert how to do conversion. So let's discuss distance, millimeter, centimeter, meter, kilometer. So 10, 100 and 1000. This is the way how you can remember this conversion easily. So forward means divide, and backward means multiply. So if you have to convert meter into kilometer, it means that you are going forward. Forward means divide. So what is the rule of conversion of meter into kilometer? That you will multiply that value, you will divide that value actually with 1000. And if you are going to convert kilometer into meter, so it means that you are going backward. So it means that you have to multiply that value with 1000. So speed, what are the units of speed? You can write like that, meter per second, or you can also write it like that, or kilometer per hour, or you can write kilometer per hour like that. So the formula of speed is equal to distance over time. Speed is equal to distance over time. This is the formula that you have to remember. You can make formula of distance from this formula. You can also make formula of time from this formula. So this is the main formula that you have to remember for this topic. Speed unit conversion. Speed unit conversion. Okay, so let's discuss some questions of speed unit conversion. Like if the question is convert 72 kilometer per hour to meter per second. So how we will solve it? (72 kilometer) and per hour will be written like 1 hour. So you will write per hour as 1 hour. So we have to convert kilometer into meter. So by for converting kilometer into meter, what we have to do? We are going backward. If you will take help from this conversion method. So for conversion of kilometer into meter, you have to go backward. Backward means you have to multiply with 1000. So it means that you will multiply it with 1000, and you have to convert hour into seconds. So what we have to do to convert hour into seconds, you have to multiply with 3600. Multiply. For this, you can go and watch the video of unit conversion. So I have also made that video. So you can take help from that video about unit conversion. So now what we will do, the answer will be 72 into 1000, if you will multiply it like that, and 1 multiply 3600, zeros and zeros will be cancelled, and 36 to the 72, and the answer is 20 meter per second. So now 72 kilometer per hour is converted into 20 meter per second. So next example, convert 40 meter per second to kilometer per hour. So the question is 40 meter per second. So 40 meter will be written like that. Per second means you can write it as 1 second. Now how to do conversion? To convert meter into kilometer, what we have to do? We have to go forward. Forward means divide. So we will divide it with 1000. So it will be divided with 1000. And to convert seconds into hours, what we have to do? We have to divide it with 3600. So now 40 divided by 1000 over 1 divided by 3600. So we will, how we will solve it? 40 multiplied by 3600 over 1000. You know that we can take reciprocal of the next fraction, and division will be converted into multiplication. Your next step of after this step can be 40 divided by 1000 over 3600. So after that you can do that step. So now you can multiply, you can do a simplification. So if you will cut the values, 0 and 0 will be cancelled. So 36 for the 144 kilometer per hour. So this is the way how you will convert it. So now 40 meter per second is converted into kilometer per hour. Okay, so now we will learn the formula of acceleration. It is actually rate of change of speed. Acceleration is actually rate of change of speed. What is the formula of acceleration? Final speed, you can say v, minus initial speed you can say u, short form is u, over time. So you can also write v minus u over time. So this is the formula of acceleration. Okay. So if acceleration is positive, if acceleration is positive, when acceleration will be positive? When body is speeding up. Body is speeding up. And when it will be when it will be negative? When body is slowing down. So when body is speeding up, it means that that is acceleration. We will name it as acceleration. Acceleration. And when body is slowing down, that will be called deceleration or retardation. Deceleration or retardation. Positive, negative sign will not be written with answer. So just remember that deceleration or retardation will actually be negative, but we will not write the negative sign with the answers of deceleration and retardation, because deceleration and retardation is actually the negative acceleration. So we will not write the negative sign or positive sign with their answers. Okay. So we have studied two formulas. Speed is equal to distance over time, and acceleration is equal to v minus u over t. But remember that we cannot use these formulas on graph. We will not use these formulas on graphs. Then what we have to do, we have a shortcut for graphs, DSA. DSA. So remember the rules of DSA. If we have to go forward, forward means we are going to find gradient. S from A or D from D to S. It means that we have to find gradient. And if we have to go backward, like from D to S or from A to S, then we have to find area under graph. So how we have to implement this, we will solve past paper questions, then this will be clear to you. So just remember that we will not use the formulas on the graphs. We actually will use DSA. DSA is a shortcut of graphs. So D means distance, S means speeds, and acceleration means acceleration or deceleration. So if we have to find speed from distance, it means that we are going forward, we will find gradient. If we are finding, if we have to find acceleration from speed graph, it means acceleration or deceleration from speed graph. If it means that we have to go forward, that means that we have to find gradient. And if we have to find speed from acceleration, if acceleration is given to you and we have to find speed, it means we have to go backward, and it means that we have to find area under graph. And from speed graph we have to find distance, it means we have to go backward, that means that we will find area under graph. So this is the way how you will use this shortcut. So now we will do some past paper questions. Let's start. You can see this is May June 24 P22 paper. The speed time graph shows information about a car journey. Speed graph. This is called, you can say, speed graph. So speed time graph is given to you. Find deceleration of the car between 240 and 320 seconds. Deceleration. We have to find deceleration from speed. What does this question means? This is the you can say the graph of speed, and we have to find deceleration. So DSA will be applied directly. You cannot use the formulas right in the graph as I told you. So DSA, it means that you can circle speed because this is a graph of speed. From speed you have to find deceleration. Deceleration actually means acceleration. So it means actually you are going to find acceleration from speed. Going forward, forward means you have to find gradients. So it means that actually deceleration here means you have to find gradient. So now what we will do, we will use the formula of gradient. All of you know the formula of gradient, that is m is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So we have studied this formula in coordinate geometry. So y2 minus y1, acceleration of the car between 240 and 320 seconds. Between 240 and 320 seconds, this is the graph of deceleration. This is the constant speed and this is acceleration. All of you know about it. So now what we will do, they are asking to find deceleration of 240 to 320, means this is the graph that you have to find, of which you have to find the deceleration. So deceleration means gradient. So what we will do, we will take the coordinates of that slope. So let's start. The coordinates of this points is 240. 240 is x. First of all, you have to write x coordinates. Please uh, don't forget it. Don't be confused here. First of all, you have to write the value of x, then you have to write the value of y. Value of y here is 16. What are the coordinates of this point? 320 is x here and y is 0 here. On x axis, you know that y coordinate is 0. So 320 and 0. So how we will solve it? Y2 minus y1 over x2 x minus, if this is x1, this is x2. If this is, sorry, this is y1, this is y1. If this is x2, this is y2. So how we will solve it? You can keep their names x1 and y1 as well. So y2 minus y1 will be 0 minus 16, x2 minus x1 will be 320 minus x1 is 240. Okay, now minus 16 over 320 minus 240 is 80. So that is 0 negative 0.2. So as I told you, deceleration will be written in without sign. We will not put negative sign in answer section. Please remember. So 0.2 meter per second is the answer of this question. Okay. So calculate the total distance. Total distance the car travels during the 320 seconds. Total distance, it means from speed you have to find distance. From speed you have to find distance. You have to go backward. Backward means area. You are going backward, area. So from speed you are finding the distance. So it means that you have to find area. Area under graph means they are asking to find the area of total 320 seconds. This is 320. It means you have to find the area of the whole graph. So how you have to find the area of the total graph? You can split into different parts, like you can split into triangle plus rectangle plus triangle. You can find these three areas and you can add them to find the total area, or you can also split it into two parts, like you can find the area of this triangle, and this is, you can say, trapezium. So area of trapezium will also be used in this topic. So I will tell you the area of trapezium as well. So this can be one triangle plus trapezium, and this can be two triangles plus one rectangle. So let's start. So the area of this triangle will be 1 by 2 into area of triangle. Remember the formulas. Area of triangle 1 over 2 into length into breadth. So the area of trapezium, area of trapezium 1 over 2 into height into a plus b. So I will tell you what is height of trapezium and what is a and b. So what we will do here, area is area of triangle will be 1 over 2 into height into breadth. Height is 16. You can see that triangle's height is 16. So we will take 16 length or height. And what is width? Width is actually, width or breadth is 30. You can see this is 30. So you can simplify 2 8 the 16 and 38 the 240 is the area of this triangle. What is the area of this rectangle? Length into breadth. What is width or breadth? 240 minus 30. 240 minus 30. 210 is the width of this rectangle. 210. 240 minus 30. 210. And what is the height? Height is 16. Same. Multiply 16 is 3360. Okay, so what is the area of this rectangle? 1 over 2 into height is 16 again, and width is 320 minus 240. 320 minus 240 is 80. Multiply by 80. 2 8 the 16, 8 8 the 64. 640 is the area of this triangle. So now you will add all these areas. Total distance or area is 240 plus 3360 plus 640, and you will get 4240. This is the final answer. Okay, second question. A train 1750 meters long is traveling at 55 km per hour. Calculate how long it will take for the whole train to completely cross a bridge that is 480 meters long. Give your answer in seconds correct to the nearest seconds. So now what you have to do, a train 1750 meters long. Okay, so here you have to find actually how long it will take, time. So what is the formula of time? Time is distance over speed. You have to remember the formula of speed. Speed is equal to distance over time. So you can find the formula of time from here. Time will go there and speed will come here. So it will be distance over speed. What is the distance? Distance will be, in this type of question, distance will be the length of train and the length of the bridge as well. So you will add these lengths. So total distance will be 1750 plus 480. So in these type of questions, you will add both lengths, the length of train plus the length of the way or length of the bridge. So this will be total distance over speed. What is the speed? 55 kilometer per hour. As you have to find the answer, give your answer in seconds, correct to the nearest seconds, and you have to convert this speed in meters per second. So how we will convert this speed? 55 kilometer per hour, we have to convert it in meters per second because they need answer in seconds and our distance is in meters. So how we will convert it? As I told you, 55 we have to convert kilometer into meters. So what we have to do, multiply by 1000, and we have to convert hours into seconds. So it means we have to multiply it with 3600. So if we will simplify, we will get 15.28 meters per second. So please, you have to be very careful for the conversion as well. So in some questions we must have to do conversions, that then we have to solve the questions. 15.28 will be the speed because we have converted that speed into meters per second. Now we will get our answer in seconds. So the answer will be, if we will solve it, our answer will be 1750 plus 480 divided by 15.28. 145.9 means 146. 146 seconds will be the final answer. So this is the way how you can solve these type of questions. Next question. Graph is given to you, speed time graph is given to you. The speed time graph shows information about a bus journey. Calculate the total distance traveled by bus. Again, total distance traveled by bus, you can split it into different parts. You can split into trapezium and one triangle, or two triangle plus a rectangle. So the area, look at this, the area of this triangle is 1 over 2, height is 15 and length is 20, 2 10 to the 20 and 150. Okay, so again, first of all, you can see that DSA, if we will apply DSA means we are going to find distance from speed. Backward means area under graph. That's why we are going to find area under graph. So uh, calculate total distance. If they are asking to find total distance, it means we have to find the total area. So area of this rectangle is 15 into the length, width of this side is 140 minus 20, 120. 120. That is 1800. Okay, area of this triangle 1 over 2 into length is same and width is 190 minus 140, that is 50. 375. So now what we will do, add these areas, 150 plus 1800 plus 375. Your final answer will be 2325 meter. Okay, next question. Speed time graph is given to you. The diagram shows the speed time graph for 16 seconds of a car journey. Find the deceleration of the car in 14 seconds. Speed, from the speed you have to find deceleration. So again, DSA speed, you have to find acceleration actually, that means gradient. So once DSA method will be clear to you, you can easily solve the question directly without making this DSA shortcut. So as you know that from speed we have to find deceleration, that means we are going to find gradient here. So how to find gradient of the final 4 seconds? Final 4 seconds are these. So this is deceleration. So again you have to find the coordinates. Coordinates of this point is 12 and 10, and this point and 16 and 0. So m is equal to y2 is 10. If y2 is 10, then x2 is 12 minus 16. You can uh, give them names so that there will be no confusion. X1 y1, x2 y2, y2 minus y1 10 minus 0, x2 minus x1 12 minus 16, 10 over minus 4. that is 2.5, negative 2.5, but we will just write 2.5. As I told you, we will not put negative sign with deceleration. Find the total distance traveled during 16 seconds. Again, this is a trapezium. You can see this is the shape of trapezium. Two parallel sides. Two will be parallel sides. These are parallel sides, and one side will be like a slope and its opposite side slopes. Opposite sides will be height, and others are two parallel side. Like if this is a height, this will be A, this will be B. This can also be B. So the opposite parallel sides are A and B, and the opposite side of the slope side will be your height. Please, you have to be very careful while writing the values of A, B and H. The parallel sides lengths will be A and B, and the opposite side of slope side will be the height of the trapezium. So if we will use the formula of trapezium directly, we can also split into it into parts like triangle plus rectangle. We can also use the formula of trapezium directly. So distance here means area. So area of trapezium means that we have to find here 1 over 2 into height into A. A is, if A is this side, it means its length is 12. You can see from this. So its length is 12. You can check from the downside. 12 plus the other side length is 16. So 2 5s are 10. 16 plus 12 is 28. 28 multiplied by 5 is 140. So 140 is the total distance traveled during the 16 seconds. Okay. The distance time graph shows information about the kite's journey from home to the office. What we have to do here, what the question is asking actually, calculate the average speed in kilometer per hour for his journey from home to the office. Okay, so according to DSA, we are going to find speed from distance. Distance, this is the distance graph, so we are going to find the speed. It means we are going to find gradient here. So gradient is m is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 x minus x1. So the coordinates of this point are 2 and 65 because every speed in kilometer per hour. This is the time that is written. So 10 to 11 1 hour, 11 to 12 12 hours. So you have to write here 2 hours. You have to write the coordinate or time in hours. And 65, this is 65 kilometer distance. So the coordinates of this point will be 2 and 65. The coordinate of the starting points are 0 and 0. So 65 minus 0 over 2 minus 0, that is 65 by 2, and that is 32.5. Okay. When he arrives at office, he finds his meeting is cancelled. He immediately returns home at a constant speed of 50 km per hour. Complete the distance time graph to show his journey. So this is the graph of distance and time. So speed is given to you. Here distance is 65. Total distance was 65, and we actually have to find time. Distance is 65, speed is 50 kilometer per hour. Distance and speed both are in kilometer per hour. So now we have to find time, because you can see that total distance he covered is 65. So now what we will do, we have to find time, then we can complete the graph, because we don't know the ending time. First of all, we will find the time. Time is distance over speed, that is 65 over 50, and 65 over 50 is uh, 65 by 50. 65 5 over 50. 1.3 and 1.3 hours. 1.3 hours is the answer. To know what we have to do, 1.3 hours will be converted into minutes. So 78 minutes means 1 hour plus 18 minutes. This is 13:30. So this is 13:15. So 13 1 hour and 18 minutes will be somewhere here. So it means this will be the point, estimated point. So now what we will do, if we will count 1 hour from 12, so 12 to 13, 1 hour and 18 minutes more we will count. So this will be the point. Now we will complete the graph. So this is the way how you will complete the graph. Okay, so for question number 6, what we have to do in question number 6 now, the diagram shows speed time graph for a part of the car journey. Calculate the total distance. From DSA, distance means area. So you can easily use the formula of area of trapezium here. Question number 7, acceleration means gradient. As I told you, you have to find gradient if you are going to find acceleration from speed, DSA. From DSA, speed to x, we have to find acceleration from speed, that means gradient. Distance, that means area here. So you can easily find use the formula of area of trapezium here. Question number 8. The diagram shows the speed time graph for part of journey of a car. The car starts from rest and accelerates at a uniform rate for 15 seconds before reaching a constant speed of 30 meters per second. Calculate the accelerations for the first 15 seconds. So it means that we have to find again gradient here. So gradient of first 15 seconds, the coordinates of this point is 15 and 30, and this is 0 0. So is it gradient 30 minus 0 over 15 minus 0 is equal to 2. After t minutes, the total distance traveled in 45 kilometers. Find the value of t. So what we have to do here, the total distance travels is 45 seconds after t minutes. We don't know how much time it will take. So the total distance traveled is 45 kilometers. We actually have to find time here. So time is equal to distance over speed. So distance is 45 kilometer. 45 kilometer. Okay, 45 kilometer. And speed is here 30. We will convert it in kilometer as well. Please don't forget to do conversion because speed is in meter and your distance is in kilometer. So what you will do, you will convert speed into kilometer. So 30 is the speed, maximum speed. So 30 will be converted into meters, kilometers. So you will divide it with 1000. That will be 1500. So time is equal to 1500 seconds. Divide 1500 with 60, you will get 25. So time will be converted into minutes. So these are seconds because Okay, the distance is 70 kilometer. Leaving this town, she cycles from for 1 hour 30 minutes at a constant speed of 20 kilometer per hour. So what we have to actually find, time is given and speed is given. We have to find distance. So speed is equal to distance over time. Distance is equal to speed times speed is 20 kilometer per hour, and time in hour will be 1.5. 1 hour 30 minutes will be written like 1.5 because 30 minutes will be written like zero point 0.5 hour. So we will write it in hours. So 1.5, the answer will be 30. So D is equal to 30. How we will complete? Distance is 30. 30 kilometer distance she covers in time is 1.5 hour. So 1.5 and 30, this is 1.5 and 30 will be this. So this will be the point. Okay. So the next line is that and she stops for 30 minutes. 30 minutes stops means she will stop till 2. Okay. Now next line. Then she continues the journey from Newtown to at a constant speed of 16 kilometer per hour. So we have to find actually the time and distance. Speed is 16. What is distance and time? To complete the graph, we need distance and time. So actually it is given that she has to complete the distance of 70 kilometer. She cycles the distance of 70 kilometer. This is 70 kilometer. So she is now at 30. So the difference between 30 and 70 is 40 kilometer. So distance is 40 kilometer that she has to cover. 40. So we know the speed and distance. Now we can find the time. So time is equal to distance over speed. Time is 40 and speed is 16. 40 by 16, 2.5. So 2.5, it means time is 2.5 hours. Means 2.5 hours will be here. This is the point. 2 hours. 1 hour, 2 hour and 0.5 hour. 2.5 hour. So 2.5 and 70 will be this point. 2.5 and 70 will be this point, and you will complete the graph like that. Okay. So this is the way how you will complete the graph. Now read the second part. Calculate the average speed for the whole journey. So this is also very easy how you will find the average speed. Average speed is that you will distance, from distance you have to find speed. So DSA, from distance you have to find speed. Gradient is 0 0, and this is 4.5 and 70. So 70 minus 0, 70. 70 over 4.5. 70 over 4.5. 70 over 4.5. 15.5 is the answer. So the next question, a train passes through a station at a speed of 108 kilometer. The length of the station is 120. Now what we have to do here, actually the train takes 7 seconds to completely pass through the station. Work out the length of the station, length of the train. So speed is um, what we have to do, a train passes through station 108 kilometer per hour. So but the length of the station is given in meter and time is given in seconds. So what you will do, you will convert it in meter per second. So how we have to convert it in meter per second? 108 will be converted into meter and 1 hour will be converted into second. 108 multiplied by 1000 over 1 multiplied by 3600, that is 30 meters per second. Now your speed is 30 meter per second and the distance is 120, and the distance I told you that the distance will be the length of the station plus train, length of the path he will it will cover, plus the length of that vehicle, like a length of the train or whatever it is given here. So 120 plus the length of train will be the total distance. So again I am telling you here the distance will be the length of station plus the length of train. So time is given in seconds, 7 seconds. We have already converted speed into meters per second because distance was also in meter and time was in second. So please don't forget to do conversion here, otherwise the question will be wrong. Now you can easily use the formula here because the question is without graph. So you can use here formula speed is equal to distance over time. Distance is speed is 30 and distance is 120 plus x over 7, and 70 multiplied 30 to 10 is equal to 120 plus x to 10 minus 120 is equal to x, and that is 90. This will be your answer. Okay, next question is the diagram shows the speed time graph for 24 seconds of a car journey. Calculate the deceleration of the car again. Diagram shows the speed time graph for 24 seconds of a car journey. Calculate deceleration. Here, deceleration means acceleration. So, from speed to acceleration, it means gradient. So, gradient you are going to find here. That will be actually your deceleration here. We will not put negative sign with the answer. Total distance here means area. Okay. So next question, change 30 minute to kilometer per hour. Very easy. 300 will be divided with 1000 for kilometer, and per minute means 1 minute will be converted into hours divided by 60. So the answer will be 18. 0.3 over 0.016 will be 18 kilometer per hour. Okay. The next question is Abdul draws the speed time graph for a journey. The graph has 4 sections A, B, C, and D. Complete these statements about the speed time graph. Section that cannot be correct. D cannot be correct because time cannot be 90 here because it should be like here somewhere. Section that shows constant speed B. Section dash shows deceleration C. Section A shows acceleration of dash. So you have to find here gradient of section A, and distance traveled for first second 30 seconds means here you have to find area. So a car starts, next question, a car starts its journey by accelerating uh, from rest at a constant rate of this before reaching a constant speed of 14 meters per second. It then travels at 14 meters per second. Okay, a car starts its journey by accelerating. So its graph is given. So this is the graph of this speed. So what we have to do here now, we have to read the second line. It then travels at 14 meters per second for a distance of 210 here. So you know the distance is area here. So it means 210 is area, and we know the next shape will be rectangle. So now we will use the area of rectangle formula here. Area is equal to length, length or height you can say 14, and we don't know the width. So that will be written as it is, and area will be written like 210. Area will be 210. So 210 over 14 will be is equal to width. So W is equal to 15. So this is 20, this point is 20. So we will count 15 seconds more. So it will be 5, 10, 15 will be till 35. 35. So they are saying that it travels 14 meter per second for a distance of 210 meter. So now W is 15. So it will be 15 till this point, like that. This will 15. So you will draw like that. Then car decelerates at the constant rate of 1.4. Decelerates. So decelerates here means gradient, as you know. And this is the value of gradient. So it means that we will use the formula of gradient here. Gradient m is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 x minus x1. So deceleration or gradient is 1.4. It means deceleration, you know, deceleration is negative always. So it means that what we will do, gradient will be negative 1.4. Negative 1.4 is equal to, this point is 35 into 14, and last point we don't know, so we don't know the value of x, so y will be 0, because you know the on x-axis y is 0. So the coordinates are for y2 is 14 and y1 is 0, x2 is 35 and that is x. So now we will simplify. Minus 1.4 into 35 minus x is equal to 14. 35 minus x is equal to 14 over 1.4, that is minus 35 minus x. 35 minus x is equal to minus 10. So 35 plus 10 is equal to x. X is equal to 45. So we got our answer. 45 is the point. So now what we will do? We will make the deceleration graph like that. So this is the way how we will complete the graph. Next, a car starts from the rest and accelerates at a rate of 3 meters per second for 4 seconds. The car then decelerates at a constant speed of 10 seconds. So what we have to do, find the value of V. So how to find the value of V? Accelerates is given, acceleration is given 3 meters. Acceleration here means gradient. So it means we will use the formula of gradient, that is what are the coordinates of this point 4 and V, the coordinates of this point 0 and 0. So here what we have to do, 3 is gradient and y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 is equal to 3 is equal to V by 4. So V is equal to 4, 3 are 12. 12 is the answer of this part. Okay, total distance traveled 14 seconds means that is area. So area of trapezium will be used here. You will use the value of V and you will find here area. Okay, so you will use this value as the V, that is 12. Now it is calculated. Now you can find easily the area of this uh, shape. This is the trapezium shape. So you will use the formula of trapezium here. Okay, next part. The diagram shows the speed time graph for the first 40 seconds of a cycle ride. Find the acceleration between 20 and 40. So you have to find acceleration between 20 and 40. So for this gradient, actually you are going to find gradient. These points are 20 and 2. These points are 40 and 4. So m is equal to 4 minus 0, 40 minus 2, that is 40 minus 20, this is actually 20. So 20 and 2, 40 minus 20, 4 over 20, 4 minus 2, sorry, this is 2. 4 minus 2, 40 minus 20, 2 by 20. 2 by 20 actually means 0.1. So this is the answer. Find the total distance traveled. Total distance here means area. So how you will find the area? Area is, there are two trapeziums. You can see this one and this one trapezium. So you will find the area of both trapeziums. 1 over 2 into height is 2. This is the height is 2, and a is, its side is 10. You can check from this, 20 minus 10, 10. 10 is the height of one, length of one side, width of one side, and 20 is the width of other side, plus 20. So you will get 30, and 1 over 2 into its height is, this is the height of this trapezium. As I told you, the opposite side of the slope will be the height. So height will be this side, please remember. So 20 is the height, and a is this side. You can see that is 4. You can check from here. So 4 plus this side is 2. So 2, and if we will solve it, we will get 60. 2, 10, the 20, 60. So 30 plus 60 is equal to 90. 90 is the answer. So question number 4 is, now we will solve question number 4. Find the deceleration of the car. Deceleration actually here means gradient. Gradient. So what we have to find, gradient of 60 and 10, between 60 and 10 you have to find the gradient of this deceleration. So what we have to find, the coordinates of these points are 60 and 18, and these points 106. So m is equal to 6 minus 18 over 100 minus 60, that is 12, minus 12 over 40, and that is 0.3. Minus 0.3, you will not write negative sign with the answer of deceleration. So 12 by 40 is actually 0.3. Calculate how much further the car traveled than the motorbike during the 100 seconds. It means you have to find the areas of car and area of motorbike, and you will subtract them. Like car is equal to, how you will find the area of car? You can find the total area of this, that can be rectangle. Use the area of rectangle and subtract the area of this triangle. You will get the area of this part. So let's start. How we'll do it? Car is equal to 18 multiply 100 is the area of rectangle, minus area of triangle 1 over 2 into 12 into 40. So that will be is equal to 1560. Area of motorbike. Area of motorbike is equal to 12 multiplied by 100, that is 1200. Motorbike area, you can see this is the area of motorbike. This whole is the area of motorbike. Okay, so now you will find it like it is, you can say 12 and width is 100. 12 multiply 100 is the area of rectangle. So now difference is 1560 minus 1200, that is 360. So 360 is the difference between these two areas. So this will be your final answer. The next question, speed time graph is given to you. The diagram shows the speed time graph for the final 40 seconds of a car journey. At the start of 40 seconds, the speed is v meter per second. So what we actually have to do here, find the acceleration of the car. Acceleration of the car during first 24 seconds means that you have to find here gradient. So m is equal to, this will be 24, and v plus 10 is y, and this one is 0 and v. X is 0, v is y. So y2 minus y1, v plus 10 minus v. V plus 10 minus v over x2 minus x1, 24 minus 0. that is we cancel. 10 over 24 is equal to 0.416. Okay, the total distance traveled during the 40 seconds is this. Find the value of the total distance is area. As I told you, total distance is area. Travel during the 40 seconds is 1.24 kilometers. Find the value of V. So what here we have to find area is to 1.24 kilometers. So time is 40 seconds. Value of V. Speed is meter per second. So what we have to do actually, uh, we have to convert the distance is okay. We have to convert it in meters. So 1.24 into 1000, that is 1240, because the other value speed is in meter per second. So what we have to do here, 1240 is the area of um, this part is this is a trapezium. 1 over 2 into V is 24. uh, V is yes. So 1 over 2 into, this is the height. As I told you, the opposite side of the slope is the height. So height of trapezium is h, and opposite sides are, this is V and this is V plus 10. You can check from these sides the value, these values. So now what we will do, V h into V plus 10. So 12, it is 24. 24, 12, 2V plus 10, 24V plus 120. Area of triangle, 1 over 2 into height. The width is 40 minus 24, that is 16, and the height is V plus 10. So the answer is 8V plus 80. So area of these two sides will be 1240. Sum of area of both shapes is 24V plus 120 plus 8V plus 80. 32V plus 200. So 1240 minus 200 is equal to 32V, and 1240 minus 200 is 1240 1040 over 32 is equal to V. So V will be 32.5, because we don't know the value of V, so we have to we have to find the value of V in this part. So this is the way how you will solve these questions, part A and part B. Don't forget to convert this value. You have to convert it in meters first of all, because other values are in meters, like it is given in meters per second. So these values should be in meters as well. You have to convert 1.26 kilometer into meter as well. Okay, next part, a train length 105 takes 11 seconds to pass completely. This is the same question as we have done already. What we have to do, speed. Speed is equal to distance over time. So as I told you, distance will be length of the train plus length of the station. but distance is given in meter and you have to find the answer in kilometer per hour, and time is given in seconds, so you have to convert distance into kilometer and time into hour. So distance is 105 plus 225, but 105 will be converted into kilometer, so you will divide it with 1000 and the length of the station will be added. So 225 will also be divided with 1000. Over time is 11, 11 will be divided with 3600 because we have to convert it in hour. So if you will calculate it, you will get the final answer, that is, look at this how to calculate. 105 divided by 1000 plus 225 divided by 1000, answer is equal to, you will press is equal to, you will get the answer, then press divided by 11 by 16 bracket, 11 divided by 3600, 108. So 108 will be the answer. Next question. The diagram shows the speed time graph for 90 seconds of a journey. Calculate the total distance traveled during the 90 seconds. So what we have to do here, okay, the diagram shows the speed time graph of 90 seconds for a journey. Calculate the total distance traveled during the 90 seconds. So total distance means area here. As speed time graph, from speed you have to find distance. Distance means area. So what you have to do, area will be you can find the areas with different methods, like we can find the area of this rectangle and we can subtract this triangle, we will get the required area. And also we can find the area of trapezium, then rectangle, and we will then we will add them. So what we will do, area of the rectangle is 12 into 90, 12 into 90, 1080. Area of this triangle is 102 into 30 into 60. 30 into, this is 30 and its height is 12 minus 6, 6, 90. So 1080 minus 90, 1080 minus 90 is equal to 990. So this will be your final answer. Question number 8. A train journey takes 5 hours for 54 minutes. The journey starts 9:15. Find the time that the journey ends. So very easy question. What we have to do? 5 hours 54 minutes you have to add in 9:15. So 9:15. So we have to count 5 hours and 54 minutes. First of all, if you can count till 5 hours. So 9:15 you will add 5 hours in 9:15, you will get 10, 15, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. If you will add 5 hours plus 5 hours, you will get 14, 15. Now you can add 54. So you can use your own method, but you can use this method as well. If you will, first of all you will add 5 hours in 9:15, you will get 14, 15. So now you have to add 54 more minutes. If you will add 54 minutes in 15, you will get um, 15 hours and 9 minutes, like 14, 54 means 9 and 69. 1469 means 1 hour will add in 14. If you will subtract 60, so 9 minutes will left and 60 will go, 60 means 60 minutes means 1 hour. So it will be added in 14, 15, 9. It will become 15, 9. So answer is 15, 9. The average speed of the train of its journey is 80 kilometer per hour. Calculate distance traveled. Very easy. Speed is equal to distance over time, and distance is equal to speed and time. So this is a simple question without graph. You can use here formula. So speed is 80 and time is 5 hours 40 minutes. You have to take 5 hours 54 minutes. So 5 hours 54 minutes you have to convert it in hour because your speed is in kilometer per hour. So 54 minutes will also be converted into hours. If we will convert 54 into hours, we will divide it with 60. You will get 5.9. Okay. So next question, the diagram shows the speed time graph of a train journey between two stations. Find the acceleration of the train during okay, just you have to find acceleration. So here acceleration means gradient. You can find gradient easily. For first 40 seconds means you have to find the gradient of this side, this slope. Okay, calculate distance between two stations. Distance between two stations means that you have to find the distance of uh, the whole graph. So you can split it into three parts, two triangles and one rectangle, or you can also split into two parts, one trapezium, this is the trapezium, and one triangle. So you will add these areas and you will get the total distance. Okay, next question. By drawing a suitable tangent to the graph, estimate the gradient of the curve at t is equal to 24. T is equal to 24 is somewhere, this is 22.5. This is t is equal to 24. So you will mark it at that line. This is t is equal to 24. Now you have to find, you have to make a tangent here. So how you have to make a tangent here? You can make a tangent by passing through this line like that. This is a tangent. Okay, at t is equal to 24. Now by drawing a suitable tangent to the graph, this is the way how you will draw a tangent at t is equal to 24. Estimate the gradient of the curve. Gradient of the curve, now you will take any 2 points. Like if I will take this point, if I will take this point, this one point, it is 25 and 1. And if I will take another point, if I will extend it, can be like that. Okay, so I can take other point, this one, that is 20 and 3. You can take any 2 points on that gradient and you can find the you can take any 2 points on that tangent and you can find the gradient. So 3 minus 1 over 20 minus 25, that is 2 by minus 20 minus 5, and that is minus 0.4. Okay, what does this gradient represent? We will write here deceleration. you can see that this is deceleration, this is negative. So here you can write negative because this is gradient. Deceleration, okay, work out the distance traveled. Distance traveled when it is traveling at a constant speed. Constant speed is this one. You have to find, this is the constant. So you have to find the area of this part. You have to find the area of this part. So you can see the area, the length is, this is rectangle, so this is the length of this part is, you can say 17, 5, 10, 15 and 2 more, 17. 17 is the width and height is 14. So 17 into 4, 17 into 4 is 68. Next question. A car travels at 20 meter per second for 15 seconds before it comes to rest by decelerating at 2.5. Find the total distance traveled. Okay, total distance traveled. So for this we have to, total distance traveled, we need this time. So what we will do, we will use decelerate acceleration formula, because for deceleration we have to find acceleration. Acceleration is 2.5, so we will take it negative 2.5. Please remember, deceleration is always negative, it is given positive. I told you that we will not write negative sign, but if we will take this value, we will write it negative 2.5. Please remember. Or, and what we have to do, because this means gradient, as I told you, acceleration means gradient here. So the coordinates of this point 15, 20, coordinates of this point we don't know x, we know y. So 20 minus 0 over 15 minus x, minus 2.5 into 15 minus x is equal to 20. 15 minus x is equal to 20 over minus 2.5. Minus 2.5. Now what we will do, minus 15 minus x is equal to minus 8. Now 15 plus 8 is equal to x, so x is equal to 23. So we got this point as 23. Now we can easily find total distance traveled. So how we will find the distance now? The area of this trapezium is 1 over 2, height is 20. Okay, this is 20, this is height, this is opposite of that slope line, and this is, this side is 23, this side is 15. 15 plus 23, that is 380. So 380 is the final answer. So what we did in this question, this is a little bit different question. First of all, deceleration is given to you, so it means you will find gradient. With the help of gradient you will get this time. If you will get this time, then you can easily find the area, total area. Okay, next question. The diagram shows the speed time graph of 70 seconds of a car journey. Calculate deceleration of the car during the first. Okay, again deceleration means gradient, so I am not going to find there at as there are too many questions to solve. So you can easily find gradient now. Calculate total distance traveled by a car. So total distance means you have to find the area. How you will find the area? You can consider this triangle and you can consider this rectangle, and second way you can consider this trapezium and this rectangle. So it's up to you which method you will use to find the total area. Okay. 13 question. The distance between these two towns is this one, and the local time is this one. A train leaves 15:20 and arrives at 19:50 on the same day. Calculate the average speed. So average speed, what we have to find, speed is equal to distance over time. Distance is 254. Time is 40 plus, okay, 15:20 to 19:50. So first of all we have to find time. 15, okay, 15, 20, 16, 40 minutes till 16, 40 minutes plus 17, 18, 19, 3 hours plus again 15 minutes. So 3 hours plus 90 minutes means 60 will go there. So 4 hours plus 30 minutes. 4 hours plus 30 minutes means you will convert 30 into hours. 4 plus 30 over 60, that is 4.5. 4.5 hours. So it's up to you how you will calculate the total time. 15:20 to 19:20 you will count the hours and minutes, and you will convert it in hours because we have to find the answer in hours. So 4.5. Now the answer is 56.4. Next question, deceleration. Again very simple. You have to find gradient. 60 to 70 seconds you have to find gradient of this line. Values are given to you so you can easily find. Total distance of 70 seconds you will find the area of trapezium. You will use the area of trapezium here. Okay. Next question. The speed time graph shows the first 50 seconds journey acceleration during the 15. Again simple. You have to find here gradient. Distance travel. Distance means you have to find area. So again this is trapezium. You will use the area of trapezium here. Distance is equal to speed time, and first of all look at this. This is 108 kilometer per hour. Time is given in seconds and answer should be in meters. It means that we have to convert 108 kilometer per hour into meters per second. So 108 kilometer per hour should be converted into meter per second. So 108 multiplied by 1000 over 1 multiplied by 3600 because r means 1 hour. So it will be 30 meters per second. 30 will be taken as speed and time is 20. So you have to make sure that units are same. So now speed is in meters per second, time is already in seconds, and you will get the answer in meters. That is 600, and 600 is the final answer. Next question is find the acceleration during the first 10 seconds. Again acceleration during the first seconds will be 10, 12, and this is 0, 0. So the acceleration here means gradient, and gradient y2 minus y1 x2 minus x1 is equal to 12 by 10, that is 1.2. So 1.2 is the final answer. Total distance traveled during t seconds is 480 meters. Find the value of t. Now you have to find the value of t here. This is a different question. So how to find the value of t? Total distance is given to you. So you know that distance is area here. So you have to find the value, use the formula of area of this shape. So area is, first of all, we know that we can find the area of triangle. So 1 over 2 into width is 10 and height is 12. 2 5s are 10, 12 5s are 60 is the area of this triangle. Now we can easily find the area of this rectangle by subtracting the triangle area from the total area. So now how we will solve it? 480 is the total area of the total whole figure, and you will subtract the area of triangle, that will be 420. 420 is the area of rectangle now. So now you will use the formula of rectangle. 420 is the area of this rectangle. Its formula is length into width. So length is 12 and width we don't know. So this is the way how you can find easily width. So that is 35. So W is equal to 35. It means the width is 35. If the width is 35, width of rectangle is 35, we will add 10 in 35. We will add 10 in 35, we will get T. So 35 plus 10, that is 45. So 420 over 12 is equal to W 35. So 35 plus 10 is equal to 45. 45 is T. So this is the way how you can solve these type of questions. Next question is what we have to find here. The work out the value of V. V we have to find actually. So what is given here? The car travels at a total distance of 150 meters. Okay, the car travels with constant 6 seconds. The car travels at a constant speed of further 2 seconds. The car travels a total distance of. So we will use this value to find the value of V, as we have done already these type of questions. Distance means the area of the total figure. The area of total figure will be the area of this triangle will be 1 over 2 into V into 6. 2 3 is a 6, 3V. The area of this rectangle is length into width. Width is 2. So 2 into height is V, 2V. So what we can do, 150 is the total area. We will add both areas. 3V plus 2V is equal to 150 actually. 3V plus 2V is actually 150. So 150 is equal to 5V. 150 over 5 is equal to V. 5 30. So V is equal to 30. Next question. Calculate distance between two stations. Distance between two stations also, just you have to find the area of the whole figure that is given to you. So very easy. You can take this trapezium and you can take this triangle, or you can uh, take two triangles plus one rectangle. Okay, the average speed of the train of the whole journey. Speed is equal to average speed of the total train. Okay, how to find the average speed? This is also very easy. So you can just use here the formula of speed. Speed is equal to distance over time, and speed is distance is 2200, that you will find in first part. So distance is 2200 over time is 130. This is the total time. So 130, you will get 16.9. That will be your final answer. Okay, next question. The diagram shows the speed time graph of the whole journey. Okay, 90 simple, you have to convert it. Conversion is very easy. 90 kilometer has to convert it into meters, multiply by 1000. 1 hour, 1 hour will be converted into seconds by converting it into by multiplying with 3600. So 900 over 36, that is 100 by 4 is 25. Find the deceleration. Deceleration is gradient here, and distance is area here. Okay, next question. Again, a Mars cycles a speed of 18 km per hour. It takes him 55 minutes to cycle. Calculate distance between the two villages. Distance is equal to speed time. Here you can use the formula. Speed is 18 kilometer per hour. Convert it into hours. So 55 will be converted into hours. Don't forget to convert it into hours. That will be 16.5. Next question. Calculate the total distance traveled. 22 is also very easy. Total distance means area, you can find easily. Next question is okay, we have to draw the speed time graph for the first 70 seconds of his journey. Okay, she begins a journey in her car. She accelerates from rest at a constant rate of 0.4. Accelerate, okay, acceleration, and that is given to you. Acceleration here means gradient. So time is given to you. So gradient, it means gradient is 0.4 and y2 minus y1. First 30 seconds, these are first 30 seconds. So first 30 seconds means that this point should be 0 0, these coordinates will be 0 0, and 30 we know, but we don't know the value of x. If second coordinate we know 30, but we don't know the value of y, y. So it means second coordinate will be 30 and y. So y minus 0 over 30 minus 0, that is 0.4 into 30 is equal to y. Y is equal to 12. It means y is 12. So the point should be 30 and 12 is this is the point. So what we will do, we will make a graph of acceleration like that at 30 and 12. Then she then travels at a constant speed for 40 seconds. 40 seconds means that remaining are 40 seconds. 10, 20, 30, 40. Remaining time is 40 seconds. So what we will do, now we will complete the graph at a constant speed of 40 seconds like that. No need to find the value of speed. No need to find the speed. Just we will, because she then travels at a constant speed of 40 seconds. So this is the graph. This is the way how you will complete it. Okay, next question is acceleration during first 20 seconds. This is the acceleration of first 20 seconds. You can easily find here find gradient. And now work out the total distance of the 100 seconds. You can find the area like that. You can split it into this triangle. You can split it more, like you can also consider this trapezium as well. You can also consider this trapezium. So, and you can add them, or you can also split it more like that, this trapezium and this rectangle. So it's up to you which method you will use here, and you will add, you will get the answer, that will be 1180. So next question, calculate total distance. Very simple. Total distance here means area. You have to find the area of this shape. Very easy. two triangle plus one rectangle, or one trapezium plus one triangle. Okay. The speed time graph shows the first 60 seconds of the journey. Next question is also very easy. Acceleration, speed from acceleration means gradient. You have to find here gradient of this triangle. You have to find. So, or also you have to, yes, you have to find gradient of the train. Acceleration of the train means actually you are going to find the gradient of this slope and area of this triangle in second part. Calculate the distance the train has traveled in this time. Distance means area, and give your answer in kilometer. Also you have to do conversion as well. Okay. Next question, a train travels for m minutes at a speed of x meters per second. Find the distance traveled in kilometers. They need distance in kilometers. Minutes will be converted into seconds because the speed is x meters per second. So minutes will be converted into seconds, but your answer should be in kilometers. Distance should be in kilometers. What we will do, distance is equal to speed over time, speed into time, and speed is m into x. So to convert minutes into seconds, you have to multiply m with 60, and time is, so this is time, and for speed you have to divide x with 1000. So this is the way how you will solve these questions. You will just solve. So 3 by 50 mx will be your answer. Next question, when m is equal to 5, the train travels at 10.5 kilometer. Find the value of x. So gradient we have to, uh, distance is equal to speed time. Okay, the train travels 10.5 is equal to distance is equal to speed time. Same formula will be used. 10.5 is distance and speed time is 3.50 mx. We will take it from part 1, mx. So in place of m you will put here 5, x will be as it is 10.5. So this is the way how you will find the answer. You will simplify and you will get the answer of x. Make x the subject, in other words. Next question, 28. The diagram shows the distance time graph for the first 65 minutes of a bicycle journey. Though there are 4 different parts to the journey labeled A, B, C and D, write down the part of journey with the fastest speed. Okay, so faster speed means that how steep a slope is. So look at this, A is more steeper than others, B and D. So it means A will be the answer. After the first 65 minutes, the bicycle travels at a constant speed of 20 km per hour for 15 minutes. Draw this part of the journey on the diagram. So 15 minutes, okay. 20 km per hour means that speed is 20 km per hour, and what we have to do here, we have to find actually the distance. So speed is 20, distance over time, time will be 15, but 15 should be in kilometers. 15 divided by 60, 15 divided by 60 Because time should be in hours, so you will convert minutes into hours. 15 divided by 60, that will be your final answer. So what is the D actually here? 20 into 15 divided by 60 is equal to, so 5 is distance, so it means that 23, 1 2 3 4 5 till 28. What was the time? Time was 15 minutes. So the line is at 65. 15 minutes count, 5 and 10, 15. So 80 and 28. 80 and 28, this is the point. Time is 80. If you will count 15 minutes after 60, it will be 80. After 65, 70, 80. Yes, 15 minutes will be till 80 and distance will be 28. So you will complete this part like that. This is the way how you will complete this graph. Maria travels by bus to the shopping mall. She leaves home at 11:50 and arrives at shopping mall at 12:17. How many minutes does it take Maria to travel from home to shopping mall? Very easy. 11:50 to 12:17. What is the time in between? 27 minutes is the answer. So now Maria stops at her friend's house on the way home. How far from the shopping mall does her friends live? Okay. She stops here. She stops here and this is a shopping mall. So you can check the distance from her friend's house to shopping mall. 2 kilometer. 2 kilometer will be the answer. You have to read the graph. Second part, Maria leaves her friend's house at 14:55. So this is 14:55. 14:55. Okay. She walks the rest of the way home at a constant speed of 4 km per hour. Complete the graph. Speed is given to you, distance you have to find. So distance, you know. What is the distance? Remaining distance she has to reach at home. So the remaining distance is, you can see, 3. So she has to reach at home. So till home, from her friend's home till home, the distance is 3 kilometer. So distance is 3 and speed is given 4 kilometer. Speed is 4. Time you have to find. So time is equal to distance over speed, 3 by 4. So 3 by 4 will be is equal to, 3 by 4 is 0.75. 0.75 means 45 minutes. 0.75 hours actually, because this is in hours, so you got your answer in hours. If you will convert it into minutes, it means 45 minutes. So you will count 45 minutes. You will count 45 minutes after 14:55. Count 45 minutes. So you will get 15:40. 15:40. This is 15:40. So 1540. Now you will complete the graph like that. So this is the way how you will complete this question. Next question, Ravi cycles from home to the bank. It takes 15 minutes cycling at a constant speed 14 kilometer. Work out how far Ravi cycles from home. Distance you have to find. How far means distance you have to find. Distance is equal to speed time, and kilometer speed is already in kilometer. So 14 kilometer per hour means 15 will be converted into hours. It should be divided by 60. So if you will solve it, you will get 3.5. Simple. This is the first part that you have to draw. It takes 15 minutes. Time is 15 minutes. Distance we have calculated 3.5. 15 and 3.5 is this point. This is 15 and 3.5. So you will draw line like that. Okay, read the next line. Ravi stays at bank for 18 minutes. Now you have to draw this line 18 minutes. So if you will add 18 and 15, 10, 5, 10, 15 and 33. So 18. This is the point. 18 minutes. So you will draw a straight line like that for 18 minutes. Okay, she will stray. He will stray. Then he then cycles home at a constant speed of 12 minutes. So 18 plus 12. Now 18 plus 12 is, we will add the time. Draw the travel graph to show Ravi's journey since he is home. Okay. He then cycles home at a constant speed of 12 meters. Speed of, okay, so he has to reach home. So you will just take time 12 minutes. So 18 plus 12, 2, 5, 45. So 45 till 45 it will complete it. 12 minutes will be completed. So you will complete that graph like that. So you will just look the time because distance will be the remaining distance because he has to reach at home. So what we have to do now, this is the way how you can complete the graph. The graph can be used to convert between miles and kilometers. What we have to do here, a train travels 24 miles in 20 minutes. Find its average speed in kilometer per hour. And it is given that graph can be used to convert between miles and kilometers. First part can be done with the graph. Okay, so a train travels 45 miles in 20. So answer should be in kilometer per hour. Miles can be converted in kilometers from the graph. 24 miles means like it is 24. So they can be converted. This is how we can convert it directly with the help of graph. These are the kilometers. 24 miles will be 38 kilometer. This is 38, 32, 34, 36 and 38. Okay. So it means that 24 miles are 38 kilometer. Now you have to find the answer in kilometers per hour. So kilometers per hour, minutes will be converted into hour. 20 divided by 60, 0.33. Okay, hours. So speed is equal to distance over time. Distance 38, time is 0.33. If you will calculate, you will get 115 kilometer per hour. So please, you have to be very careful while doing the conversions. Conversions are very important in this topic. If you will not do conversions, if it is required, then your question will be wrong. Okay. So this is the way how you can complete the remaining questions. Remaining questions are also very easy. You can complete these questions by yourself now. So I hope that you have understand this topic now very well, and each and everything regarding this topic is clear to you. So if you like this video, please share it with your friends and subscribe my channel. And if you have any question, any query, you can ask me in comment section. Thank you for watching. Allah Hafiz.